from hauntedflower.com and hauntedflowerreviews.com, and today we're starting with proof that I change my wall sometimes. New Super 8 poster. Super 8 was written and directed by J.J. Abrams and is produced by Steven Spielberg, and it really pays homage to lots of awesome movies without directly stealing from any of them. It follows a very old format. Basically, you're watching The Goonies with a lot of different things happening. The premise is that there's this small group of kids who want to make this film for a film festival. It's about zombies, and they're working on it, and then something happens. This train crashes, and something comes out of it. Now, I'm not going to give you any more details about what comes out of it because I really think that that's part of the fun of this movie. From the premise alone, you're kind of like, I don't know, is it going to be any good? Is it really worth it? But it's so much more than that premise. But the reason you only get that premise is because I don't want to spoil it for you. Well, let me just say, the relationships between the kids are really good. You have some brand new actors here playing some of the lead kids, and Elle Fanning, who is Dakota Fanning's little sister, who started her career playing Dakota Fanning, the younger version of her, in movies, and now is doing her own roles, and she is fantastic here as the young girl Alice. The main character, little boy, is Joe Lamb, played by Joel Courtney. This is his first big film. And his best friend is Charles, who is played by Riley Griffiths, and this is pretty much his first film, too, on IMDb. And they all are so good together. Strange things are happening around them in their town, but they're still trying to work on their movie and use it to their advantage because, hey, this stuff's going on with these army guys behind us. It ups our production value, and it's so adorable. It reminds me a lot of when we used to make movies when I was a kid, and this is exactly what J.J. Abrams was going for, trying to remember his early days of making movies. There are so many little tributes in here to other filmmakers, and so much of a jump off of Steven Spielberg's own work. And it's an old idea done really well with a good budget. I feel like this is a really good feel-good movie. You could take your whole family to it. Some parts are really suspenseful. I loved the characters. I loved the development of the story over time. Abrams does a really good job of setting up all these strange things happening within the town to make you wonder, well, what did come out of the train? And your brain can jump to all sorts of conclusions so you don't automatically go for the obvious. I didn't feel like the explanation completely wrapped up all those loose ends, but it wasn't a big enough complaint to ruin the movie for me at all. I really liked it, I really recommend it, and I think it's going to be a great hit. And what's awesome about this movie is that it's not based off of another movie, it's not a sequel, it's not a comic book, it's something on its own that pays homage to some movies that we really liked as kids, including The Goonies. One thing Abrams does such a really good job at is introducing situations that stress a lot of people out, and when these situations happen, lots of people will behave very selfishly. Oh no, my microwave is missing. But some people will rise above it and do what's best for the good of all. Kids can be heroes and they can do things. They don't have to wait for adults to come solve their problems, and that's what's really fun about the heart of this movie, is seeing the kids do something about it. So that's my review for Super 8. I really hope you'll go check it out this weekend. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me again soon for another movie, anime, or DVD review. Bye! For more reviews and to find out about free contest giveaways, go to hauntedflowerreviews.com. My reviews are also available as a podcast on iTunes. Search for Haunted Flower Reviews and subscribe and leave us feedback and comments. Our store is hauntedflower.com, where we specialize in fantastic licensed apparel from movies, TV shows, video games, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower and Twitter at haunted_flower.
If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on